All right, folks, it's hot, it's sunny, and it's time for some September soccer here this afternoon from the Paulsboro Red Raiders facility. I'm Dan Wilkins, along with my partner in crime, Matt Wagner, who'll be joining us as a color commentator this afternoon. He's sipping his great slushy from Sonic, so he's not bothered to join us on camera. But Audubon, back on, last Thursday, they had their home opener versus the Woodbury Thundering Herd. And even though they seemed down and out at the end, they scored a game-winning goal in overtime thanks to Tyler Wiltsey, and it was a 3-2 final against Woodbury. Today, for the first time in the regular season of my soccer broadcasting career, we go on the road to Paulsboro. I maybe got lost about twice, and we had to figure out a parking situation back here, but it's all good. It's all fine and dandy now. So if you're watching from home or if you're here in the seats with us, welcome to today's coverage of Audubon Green Wave Soccer, the pregame show brought to you by DJK Roofing, South Jersey's #1 supplier of roofs. Get a free quote today with over 200 5-star reviews on the internet. Give them a free call today. I have to write down the phone number of what we have. But go to djkroofing.com. They will give you the phone number. Carmine Rampola is a great friend of mine, and he's been giving us this sponsorship for them. We'll be broadcasting a new sponsor this year, so I'm very glad to see that Carmine is joining the crew, as you might say. For Paulsboro, they had a bit of a down year last year. 4-13, 1-9 in the Colonial Conference, followed by, in 2020, a winless season. So Paulsboro may not be the top of the world right now, but Audubon isn't either. They've had their struggles, whether it was in preseason or in the home opener. So they will have to overcome that today. Paulsboro had a negative 38 goal differential last year, scoring about 18, 21 goals, I believe, and giving up quite a bit more than that. But that does not mean that Audubon should go into this game thinking that they're going to wipe the field out. Audubon has to come into this game humble. They have to come into every game humble. If you get too high on your horse, you're going to end up getting distracted, and you're going to have some moments like versus Woodbury where that goal was kicked from close to midfield, and it got over Gabe McCracken's head thanks to a miscalculation and tied the game. However, today for Audubon, boy, is it a hot one here in Paulsboro. We originally were worried about whether we were going to get a broadcast in at all because of the rain that was going to come here, and even though the clouds are looking a little ominous, the skies have cleared. We have wonderful blue skies with a train yard behind me and some oil rigs to my left. What's that?
Where are the blue skies? I only see clouds.
There are some blue skies out here. But looking at the weather report for today in Paulsboro, 84 degrees, wind blowing south and southwest at 2 miles per hour with a 40% chance of rain. And this might be why it feels so hot. 63% humidity, which makes it feel like 90 outside. So
yeah.
The Green Wave will have to fight through that heat. We saw in the home opener versus Woodbury a lot of cramps. A lot of players went down. You want to grab a mic, even if you're not going to get on camera. How about you grab your mic and tell me what you think the Green Wave have to focus on today?
Goalie. The goalies.
Well, Andrew Tro is starting today in the purple jersey. He will be making his first varsity start with the Green Wave.
Sorry, real quick. They're both wearing purple jerseys.
Okay, well, Gabe was wearing his red jersey versus Woodbury. But regardless, though, Tro is making his first varsity start today for Audubon versus Paulsboro. What do we think about these two goalies? You know, I heard both Tro, McCracken, and Thomas Eddy, all three of them, say that it might be a game-by-game basis for who gets the start.
I think it's a good thing that they're doing game-by-game because they're both getting an opportunity. They're both still relatively new. I mean, Tro's only played since last year. Gabe's only been playing since this year. So, they're not no John Prosy, no offense to them, but they're not.
Although some viewers have said that Mike Harris is like John Prosy.
I don't know.
Well, even Thomas Eddy has said it.
Knock off Tom Hanks. Tom Cruise.
Just because I wear the aviator.
No, but I think Andrew Tro and Gabe McCracken are both good goalies. I think they need to show which one of them is worthy of being the starting goalie right now.
Do you think that if Tro and McCracken have a likelihood of letting up more goals, do you think the offense should maybe be on a higher alert to step up and try to score more goals? Do you think that's the case?
No, that's not the job of the offense. The job of the offense is to seize the opportunities they get. They can't do any more than that.
No.
That's actually, honestly, this letting them goals, that's the defense's fault for letting the players get by and get open shots.
Right. Okay, well, this has been maybe a little anticlimactic, but it is the Audubon Green Wave Soccer pregame show presented by DJK Roofing. The refs have gotten here in the last couple of minutes. We'll be getting ready to get underway with Paulsboro and Audubon, our first road game of the 2022 fall season coming up. I'm Dan Wilkins, Matt Wagner off in my director's chair that you refuse to give up.
This is the Matt Wagner filming industry.
But regardless, we're going to mute our mics. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
See you.
I got 5 grandkids.
You want to know?
Both teams have broken from their huddle. You're watching Audubon Green Wave Soccer on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Let's go over the starting 11 for today's game between Paulsboro and Audubon. For the Paulsboro side, we have ourselves William Leary, Cameron Baker, Quithier Parker, Matt Hill, Ryan McManus, the goalkeeper, Mario Lopez, Juan Vasquez, Malachi Streeter, DeJuan Berry, Anderson Abreu, and Abdul Wahiba. And for Audubon, their starting lineup is more same old than we saw on Thursday. For the Green Wave, we have ourselves Tyler Wiltsey, Blaise LaFrance, Terry Herron, George Heller, Tony Giordano, who did not start on Thursday, Ben Cameron, Kaina Agana-Afere, Trent Bannell, RJ Homa, Hayden Wiltsey, and Andrew Troe, the goalkeeper.
Who did not start Thursday?
Yes, it was Gabe McCracken who started Thursday. So I don't know why the score did not reset. I don't know why it says 38-2.
It's not 38-2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice zoom in of RJ.
There we go. Middle of the field.
Interesting game this might be.
Hi. Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Okay.
Come on, let's go up a little
No,
high.
I'm the mean guy. I'm the referee.
All right, come on, let's go up high. Come on, let's go up a little higher. So the ball won't hit us. Get the corner. Get out. Go up the floor. Come on.
Come up for it. They hit pretty hard.
And we're underway.
I've never been at a second.
That's fun.
Blaze coming up right to that.
Yeah. We from Philly.
And that one is out of play. A nice rally there by number 2, William Leary. The senior forward for the Paulsboro Red Raiders, like we said, their goal differential may have not exactly favored them this past season in soccer. However, it is not to say that they do not have high hopes. They are a young team. They don't have maybe an overwhelming number of seniors on their club, but the number of 2025 sophomores is actually kind of impressive. There's at least 7 or 8 out of their 22 that they have rostered on NJ.com that are listed as sophomores. So maybe in the next 2 years, once
Now,
those
Dan,
sophomores flourish into seniors, maybe we'll see more prosperity out of them.
sorry to interrupt real quick, but look at that. See how Tyler just be like the entire defense?
Right.
That's because of how far back they are. Or not far back, far forward, rather say. Do you see how they were like 10 yards past half into our territory?
Right.
That's not the best thing to do always. Now, I'm not saying that might be their type of play that they like. They may have fast backs that can get back really fast.
Well, Hayden's going to get a shot from the corner here with Heron, Ben Cameron.
It's like low coverage of Paulsboro's defense.
He's in some wrestling.
Out to Trent Bannell, who gets it to Giordano, and it is over.
It's a little wide right there.
Yeah.
He's so damn sensitive, so. I said, he sees all the rest of the bench.
And there is their goalkeeper. Like you were saying on Thursday, some goalkeepers do like to wear sweatpants, and that is what Mr. McManus.
Oh, he's in grass. I would wear sweatpants. So.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that they were back doing it again.
Diving in grass hurts a lot more than diving in
I would have thought that diving on turf would have hurt more.
No, diving on turf would just burns your leg more. But diving, like hitting the ground in grass, is harder.
Yeah.
It's dirt.
Oh, they're supposed to be.
Rubber, you bounce a little.
There's Hassan Kasich, but a throw in from George Heller, now back out to Trent Bannell.
Okay, I gotta look.
There's LaFrance.
Ben Cameron with the ball.
Come on, defense.
That one is blocked.
Through
Now
ball
back out to RJ.
That's back.
Taken past Matt Hill.
Nice work out there.
In the air and collect. That was some good defense there from Malachi Streeter, one of those 2025 sophomores we were talking about. You know, just those kind of guys, they have a lot of willpower in them, and now we have a whistle blown.
What happened?
This referee had his arms in an X, and then
Not really sure what just happened.
pointed to something.
Thinking maybe he lost his shin guard or something.
I don't know. Number 3, who I do not have, although I assume that may be somebody who maybe doesn't have their right jersey number. It might be Isaiah Montez, for all I know. But coming in is number 13, Lucas Gazzola, another 2025 sophomore.
Seems like a lot of sophomores.
There's our friend Hayden, has a nice smile on his face on this Monday afternoon.
Very friendly player.
Oh, I should probably have stopped the clock, shouldn't I?
No.
Oh. Well, nobody's doing anything.
But it probably, yeah. We're going to be a couple minutes ahead. Sorry, folks.
Well, I might just let the... I do kind of like...
Let it run for about...
Yeah, I kind of like just... I mean, I don't know the situation. Nobody's doing anything. There is Matt Hall back there who is waiting for something.
Play is resumed. Yeah, they stopped their clocks because they just resumed.
That is interesting. Off of the left shin of Giordano, now back on the other side. That one goes way up and gets
Trent's
to
gonna
Trent.
throw it in.
That one's out of bounds.
Hayden seems to be all over the field.
Yeah, Hayden's really everywhere today.
Nice little throw. I don't know what kind of jump that was, but that was...
And slipping and falling, trying to make the kick is Anderson Abreu.
Trying to make a save from a corner.
Now on the corner again, here's Hayden.
And I got the little pod. I have the little pod for sport.
A little short.
And bounced off of Abreu and out of play. So good effort, but
right back to the corner.
Yeah, right back to it again. So part two. Break it down again.
Well, I'm parked in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah, I'm parked right here.
Oh, nice kick.
On the curb. No. Oh, wait. Not yet. And now Terry Herron gets it to the left side of the post. So good defense there by Paulsboro to hold that one up.
And another corner.
And another corner. This time on the other side.
Third tries the charm.
You think, right? All right, here's Hayden again. Oh, a short one to play beats me.
And it's a... Ooh.
Oh, nice save by McAdams, diving to his left.
Great save.
That one almost surely looked like he was going to headbutt that one into the goal. Ben Cameron fields this one back out to Hayden Wiltsey. Now back out to the junior LaFrance, who gets it on a left foot. Bounced off of Kaina Sochi Ugona Afere, the senior this year, as now back out to the freshman, Ben Cameron. RJ Homa battling hard as Streeter had another thing fly off. Now back out to Matt Hall, who's working with, or rather working against Hayden Wiltsey.
Hey, can't go in the field, Carter.
There's Tony. Tyler working with it, but he's outnumbered 2 and 1.
When they get it, they're worried about dribbling it up.
And now back out to midfield. Blaise LaFrance tries to save it from going any further. Now it's blocked by Wiltsey.
Great pass.
He's going to have this ball be really unprotected, but now Kaina working and rolling over, and it is...
Oh, my God.
McAdams is...
Jesus.
McAdams is working his damned best to make sure that nothing gets through, and that is where we stand as the whistle is blown, but we still resume play. That might actually be for JV, my bad, but about 4 minutes in, and Brian McAdams has already made 2 or 3 spectacular saves at the goalpost. Low kick, a liner, back out to William Leary, as now Andrew Tro. This one's a line drive kick and into the parking lot.
Almost hit the front of a truck.
Might have skipped off of the front of the truck. And hey, won't you look at this? There's a freight train going on back there. Crossing the tracks. I always thought it was comedic timing when I did the football games in Palmyra for Oak Lynn, and the river line would pass by as the Cougars scored a touchdown. Of course, the river line is a lot faster and more elegant than the oil tankers. Off of Hayden Wiltsey's shin, and it'll go out towards Carlino, but it'll stay in. with enough time for Leary to get to it. Some amazing footwork there to keep that one balanced by number 18, DeJuan Berry. And now Hayden Welty drives it forward off of his head. Berry trying to block it. It's well off to the right. That'll be another corner. Yeah, DeJuan Berry making a very good job of using those feet in an efficient manner, moving to his left, to his right, almost like when you're driving. You move you to your right, to your left. Very efficient.
You and your analogies, I'll tell you. Oh.
Blocked by Matt Hall, in part with a ferry and behind him. Now kicked in the air.
Defense is far up for Audubon right now.
Well, further up than usual, but Trent Bannell trying to work around Abreu and then out of play.
So, usually you maybe get like 2 or 3 corners a game. We've already gotten like 6.
We've gotten like 4 or 5, as I should probably start the clock again.
Oh, yes, now we're very behind.
So now we're behind. Okay, so now we have to have another clock stoppage and let it run. It's like an aggregate, if you will. Wiltsey bounced off of the right hip of Berry. Tyler Wiltsey trying to shorthand it, and that one is now free, and a swing and a miss by Streeter. Now the ball's rolling in fair play, and bounces once to a Ferry who gets it off the off foot, and I think it hit the principal or superintendent or something.
Great save by the principal.
Yeah, great save by the man in the suit and tie right there. Dress pants. Make him the backup goalie.
Spring goalie.
I don't even know who that is. Must be somebody who works with Paulsboro, so nice save there. I was telling Tomasetti earlier yesterday was Sunday, probably on Friday, that we need to have a broken clipboard counter in the bottom left of our screen.
Yes. We do. You just wait till the Vision games for that.
Yes. Pino with some nice footwork, but it is kicked off to the side and out of play towards the Paulsboro golf cart, retreated in by Lucas Gazzola.
Instead of broken clipboard, I would do thrown clipboard.
Ah, yes. It's much easier to throw than to break one.
Yeah. You won't get a lot of thrown, but you...
Oh, foul.
RJ's going to score. That will be the sophomore RJ.
No goal, they're saying. Oh. Somebody on Paulsboro was claiming that it was offside, but the ref put his hand in the air, so I think that is going to count as a goal. Correct?
No, it's 6-6. Didn't count.
Yeah. I had a feeling it didn't count because there were some folks on the other side that were calling an offside, and that probably is right, so... No goal, and now Matt Hall will kick it back out towards the middle. Off to the left side, past Leary. Now it's kind of squeezed out there. Back out to Paulsboro's number 10, Mario Lopez. No relation
He
to
sent it
TV
to
host.
RJ Homa.
And back out to RJ Homa, who would have had that goal if it wasn't called against him, but Molasses Streeter
Another corner kick.
with some amazing speed to block RJ of getting an opportunity there.
Yeah, maybe we should have...
You like it?
Yeah.
Athletic director, right?
Athletic director.
Athletic director. You think Mr. Carbone could have made that same save?
Oh, I don't know about that. I know he called me this morning because I couldn't find the address for this place.
Well, I don't know what the address would be. It's sort of like an adjacent field.
Yeah.
You guys live stream home and away?
We live stream home and away for the Hamilton broadcast. I don't know if Paulsboro plays in
Yeah, the girls are there now.
Yeah, but we do the boys soccer, and I think
Yeah.
spring, so
Do wrestling?
wrestling for public address, so it's kind of like every season I have something to do, except for summer. That's
So
the
you're
time
not
to
part
relax.
of NFHS, are you?
No, we are completely independent. I do football work for NFHS.
You're still a student?
Yes, I'm a junior. He graduated this year, but
Yeah, I just
still good
graduated.
friends.
It's good.
I was actually playing for Audubon last year, soccer.
To tell you how many people are
I can probably check at some point,
Yeah,
but I
it's all,
usually check
it's on
after
the
the
YouTube
game.
channel itself.
But
great you guys are here.
yeah,
Stay
thank you.
hydrated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
John Drivenetti.
Very nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
John. And thank you for joining the broadcast. It's still no score here. 7:40 into the ball game.
That's fine.
Good, how are you?
See ya. What's going on? Yeah,
Although
good.
probably a little more than 7:40. Like I said, the clock is not official. It's probably off by some margin.
What happened with that corner kick?
Corner kick didn't really go anywhere.
That's good.
Well, it looks like Paulsboro might have a little.
Here we go. But RJ is able to get there, but a little. Lopez stutters a little bit, gets the kick off, and it is off of Wiltsey. Now back
the
out
other
towards
Wiltsey.
midfield towards Berry, and now it's back into Audubon's danger zone. But LaFrance takes care of that quickly. Back out to his younger protege, Tyler Wiltsey, and it is saved by McAdams.
Bad tap right there.
Excuse me, McManus, not McAdams. I'm thinking of Brian Adams, the former pop star in the 1980s. Up in the air by Hall. Now back out to LaFrance, but he's going to actually field that one off to Tro, who's going to roll it with his right underhand to Ben Cameron. Working hard to get that one back out. Here's Homer working real hard to get that one out of harm's way. And this one is off to the side. Ben Cameron here to retrieve. Working really hard against Lucas Gazzola. Now to Juan Berry, and RJ make contact. That ball rolls out, and it will be
Audubon ball.
Yeah, Audubon ball on that one. They will make a sub. Who is coming in now?
Jason Stocklin.
Number 5, J.J. Stocklin. RJ Homa will take this one from the corner, and he will throw it in. Be a tough shot here. Tony right to McManus.
Tony's really good at that, though. He has a good turn and shoot.
Yeah, I mean, he does not waste any time. He directly gets the ball right to where it needs to be.
It's a good thing.
Out towards the Audubon sideline, it's Leary and Casey Cameron working against each other, and that one deflects off of Trent Bennell's left leg. That one is on the far end of the field, out towards number 17, which would be Abdul Wahiba. Excuse me?
So it was a little off the mark.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but can't have a shot every single time. Here is Blaise LaFrance from the far end of the field. They'll make a kick over towards the right side.
Good control by Terry.
Yeah, Terry's really able to get a nice spot there.
Hayden has a bunch of room to take a shot.
Yeah,
right
Hayden's
now.
got a big gap, but DeJuan Berry stops it. Now with Casey Cameron again, a shot low on the ground. Back out to Wahiba, who gets the back of Wiltsey. He's trying to get around him. He does, and it's off of somebody's head.
Face.
Casey Cameron now back out again towards Wahiba. And this one will be taken in by McManus. You know, let me ask you this. It rained overnight. It rained into this morning. It was supposed to rain later this afternoon. It probably, if everything went to plan, it would be raining right now and we'd be in our tent setup. But this has obviously been a big change. The field, from what I understood, from when I dragged my foot in the grass, it's still damp. It's still wet. How does that affect the playing conditions? Doesn't really?
When it's damp, no. When it's like wet,
What
it
happens when
makes
it's wet?
Makes it harder to run because your feet start getting stuck in the dirt.
Fair enough.
When you kick it, it's usually a little easier to kick because the grass has more give.
Right.
So you can get a little bit more air on it sometimes. But the ball is also wet for the goalie. So when the goalie goes to save the ball, he might not have as much grip.
Matt Hall throws it in, an amalgamation of Audubon and Paulsboro players has kind of congealed here in the middle of the field. A whistle is blown.
It's a very late call.
He's asking Hayden to bring it back. I always get those two mixed up if I'm looking at it from a distance.
I don't know how you do that. They have two very different styles.
Well, they're both brothers with a similar height and
Oh
both
my
have
God.
blonde hair.
You got that? That shot was going far.
That was an
over.
amazing shot, but McManus is there again. If there is a shining star on this Paulsboro team right now in the first 15 minutes, it is McManus.
I would say so.
Usually the goalie is not the man who makes or breaks, but right now he is. J.J. Stockton getting his first 15 minutes of fame in this game. Now back out to Wahiba. Past the midfield stripe out to Blaise LaFrance, who gets a low kick, stopped by Ugana Afere. And Tyler
Gotta get air on.
sends a roller. Yeah, if he gets some air on that and he brings it a little bit to the left, that could be a goal. But like I said, McManus is the
The goalie was already.
immovable object being...
The goalie was like already down for the ball before he kicked it.
Yeah.
He was already ready for the ball to be on the ground before Tyler kicked it.
Oh, we got a player down. That is Barry, I believe. Or excuse me, that's Leary. This is Paulsboro's first game of the year. First one that counts, at least, and that one is kicked out by Streeter. One's headed all the way out to the train yard. Trent Bannell throws it in on a hop to JJ, his fellow teammate, and on a
Don't
hop.
really know where he was going with that.
I feel like he probably should have kept it.
I think he thought somebody would have ran in for a cross, but they ended up not.
Up in the air, a high kick by Hall, comes back down to earth with a, wow, a huge block there by Leary. He's going to try to get it to Tro, but it is off to Tro's right. Now he'll roll it in with some force out to Casey Cameron, who has to remedy that one, and it will bounce up off the upper chest of Wahiba. Stays in play. Bannell now ricocheting that ball into the air. Ufere running hard, trying to get to number 6 there. And it is out of play. That would be Quidir Parker. Up in the air. Blocked by Streeter, who...
And it's a corner kick.
And another corner kick.
15 corner kicks.
A lot of corner kicks in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hand. There's a bug on it.
I don't know what you're telling me. The hand's flying. I realize there's a
So I was trying to tell you, I was trying to say,
lantern
watch your
fly
hand.
on Stop. Running along the line. Aiden Wiltsey running hard. Taking that ball away from Harry Buckley. And McManus diving. He stopped, dropped, and rolled to his left.
Exactly. Use your small body to get around.
Oh, both missed with that header.
Harvey gets it.
Get in there.
Yeah, on him is. They are.
Look at Tyler Wiltsey. He's got a breakaway. McManus has to fight him. Oh, and we got a collision.
Both down.
And a three-way shot there.
Shops, let it go.
Oh, yeah, we'll let it go for a little bit. That is McManus, who had run into number 18, Daquan Berry, and Tyler Wiltsey. He seems to be back up, but seems to be kind of hunched over a little bit, probably a little shaken up on the collision, because you had 3 people all converging in one mess, all congealing. And obviously Trent Bannell showcasing his frustration, saying, come on, pick it up.
You should spam him.
He basically said it's going to be like this the whole entire game if nobody does anything now. So
Handshake. Why not?
McManus still kind of stretching himself out. Like I said, probably a little bit shaken up. Coming into the game now is Zach Thayer, freshman.
You sure that's not Ben?
No, number 15.
Oh.
With number 16, that is Zach Fayer, a freshman.
Cypress for us right there. Looks like the goalie for Paulsboro is going to stay in.
He probably just needed a minute to readjust.
Now, nice see. It looked like Hayden just, to be a little respectful, they just gave him the kick.
And you know what? I really can respect that because this is.
I mean,
still
he's still shaking up a little bit, so they didn't want to take advantage of that.
No.
You want to.
And you know what? That is the right thing to do in sportsmanship.
Yeah. You want to play them when they're at their full strength, not when they're out there like hurt.
Yeah.
He's still stretching out, a little shaking.
Yeah, he's kind of still crouched down a little bit.
He seemed to do that the whole game, though, being crouched.
Goalie come out for that.
Oh, McManus tried to get a dive in. It's off the crossbar, and they'll take full advantage of it, and that one will count.
Tara Wiltsey's out here looking like last year's Connor Bellotto.
Yeah, I just put the wrong goal to. I have them switched up by accident, but. Wait a second.
The clock stopped then?
Yeah, the clock has stopped, but
No, why'd you stop the clock?
because I thought it was a goal.
Doesn't usually doesn't stop when they do that. Yeah,
Okay,
they don't
there we
stop
go.
it. They don't stop the clock. You gotta resume it.
Oh!
Alright, there we go.
Looks like that might. Oh, Hassan is in.
There's Hassan with a line drive kick that just goes over. So it's 1-0 Audubon. I guess maybe that fit of rage by Bennell ended up getting the team a little bit of inspiration with it.
Yeah, something like that.
Because he was very frustrated. I don't know if he seems more content now, but... Roller on the ground right to Kina, who's only battling 1-1 with Berry, and that one goes way, way out towards the oil rigs. I guess since this is near the Delaware River, there are a lot of industrial plants along this line.
Wouldn't make sense.
Like you see when you're crossing over to Walt Whitman Bridge, there's a lot of industrial plants, shipping plants. There is number 27, Anderson Abreu. Another 2025 midfielding freshman. Sophomore.
Hayden's gonna win control of this.
Now look at Hayden. He's got a good shot there, but Streeter, look at how fast Malachi Streeter's going. He's beating everybody to the ball. If he's not on the football team, I'll be very surprised. Although he can't play more
I mean,
than
he's
one.
not. It's not. I'll be honest with you, Dan. He's not beating everybody to the ball.
He's beating a lot of people to the ball.
No, the ball's just going to him.
My point is that he's got a lot of speed. Here's Hayden Wilson.
Another corner kick.
What's this, like 20?
Really need a counter for the rest. Let's go. We're gonna go with 8 right now. And that's the second goal by Tara Wiltsey of the day.
He just cannot stop being
He's at
good.
4 on the season now.
Yeah, in 2 games. So make that 2-0. Or, okay. I always get confused when they kick it up there because I'm just like, wait, did that count? Okay. So 2-zip, Tyler Wiltsey with both goals, but we can't interview him every game. And now
We didn't interview him last game. It looks like they're going to take him out.
Yeah, after 2 goals, he might just need some rest. Thomas said he gives him a fist bump. There is Hassan Kasich and Sean Clark on the front line, along with number 4, Kishani Johnson.
Just wait till the night games, Dan.
What about that?
Celebrations pop off in the night games.
Oh, yeah. Well, but yeah, because it's at night.
Well, you got a crowd, too. You got a
I
big
want there to
crowd.
be more night games, to be honest with you.
Well, unfortunately, Audubon's town only lets for 2 per team.
Let them have some fun, darn it.
And that's going to be corner kick number 9.
What's that?
It's corner kick number 9 of the day.
Joel Torres. For Paulsboro.
No, I'm saying that's the 9th corner.
Alright,
Oh.
don't put your hands up. You haven't done anything.
There's Hassan with a fresh haircut.
Carter's right here.
We'll see again.
Nice kick.
Kasich off the back foot.
See what he was trying to do there, though.
There's Fair with a strong kick to his right.
Great kick by Fair there.
Hayden Wiltsey is there. Off to RJ, who gets it up in the air. And saved by McManus. He seems to be at least marginally better after getting shaken up a couple minutes ago. Up in the air. Line drive kick out to Johnson. Off the head of Wahiba, and it's basically like a headbutting game now. That happened at least 3 times back and forth. Number 3 and number 3 on both sides. Having at it, Hassan Kasich now back out there. Kinda running hard. Barry.
Is that who number 4 is, Johnson?
Number 4 is Kishani Johnson, that is correct. You're watching Audubon Green Wave soccer coverage on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, brought to you by DJK Roofing, South Jersey's #1 roofing contractor. Over 200 5-star reviews online. Give them a call today or check out djkroofing.com for a free quote.
Harry, get in there.
Look at JJ off to Bennell. They might go for 3. Homa's going to score him, and he did it again. This time, RJ Homa made it count.
That's going to be a 3rd goal today right there.
Seems like Audubon's offense just needed the wake-up call, and once they did, they couldn't stop.
Trent Bannell gave him that wake-up call, and now all of a sudden they're scoring and doing
Now,
good.
I'm not saying that his pep talk screaming is going to inspire that, but it seems to have done something.
Yeah, it did something.
It did something. It put a little extra pep in their step. Whoever it was directed to, I assume everybody.
Strong press right here by Sean Clark. Almost got it, too.
Off to the side. Whoa, sliding in is Fair. What a nice effort there. Picked up by Paulsboro's head coach, Douglas Foglin.
Very good job by Zach Fair on defense today.
Especially for his first varsity start. He's
already gotten a couple plays that he's had to get it up the field, right there just sliding to get it. Look, there you got the ball right now.
Yeah, he's got the ball right there.
Sean Clark is going to send it out to Kina, and Kina's going to get tripped.
Kina is tripped up there.
He'll
get up with ease.
It's going to be a penalty kick. Hayden Wiltsey's going to take it. That's the only thing that I've ever seen Hayden struggle with, really.
Penalty kicks?
Because with the curve on his shot, sometimes it just curves a little bit too much. Right there, that's a great look.
Just to the left.
It's a great look right there. That's probably the perfect set right there. Looks like Pat's going to come in.
Yeah, Patrick Gallagher. I guess at this point in the game, they want to rest their main guys.
Who are they taking out, though?
They took out Tony Giordano.
Did they? I'm pretty sure Tony was already out there.
I think I just saw him walk off on this. Matt Hall, line drive kick, up in the air. It comes back down off of Wahiba. And we'll see. Trying to play some mind games here. It's like the warp and weft lines of a woven fabric, as that one is down for Wiltsey. You like that analogy?
I wasn't even listening.
I said battling a defense is like trying to line up the warp and weft lines in a woven fabric.
No idea what that is.
I got it from my English teacher. He was talking about it a couple days ago. Warp and weft. Woven fabric.
So you're going to take out a couple more people. So like Tony and Ben are coming back in.
Yeah, Tony
Jason
and Ben
Terry.
Cameron. Jason and Terry will take a seat. Get some Gatorade. I originally thought, I was looking, during the Woodbury prep, while we were waiting for Woodbury to get there, Blaze and somebody else were setting up the Gatorade. And I thought that they just poured straight Gatorade into there, but they have like this powder.
No, it's packets.
Yeah, I thought
that whole time that it was just Gatorade bottles.
Just like a giant 2-liter Gatorade.
Oh, that's like more than 2 liters, though.
Oh, yeah. I meant 2 liters.
A little.
Yes.
Just a little bit too long there.
Malachi Streeter gets it out like I said, he's been doing an amazing job today, if anything, Streeter, of getting the ball out of wherever Audubon needs it to be. He's kind of been the one guy that's made sure that the score doesn't get.
Like right there again.
Yeah, like he did it again. He is front and center.
He's having to be their star defender right now.
Like I said, he's only a sophomore, so he's got a lot of time to develop.
Very
Streeter
true.
again with a curve to the left. Giordano trying to convene with number 3. Now back out to number 12. Fellow with the glasses on, that would be Justin Roman Venosa, now a player now. Let's see. He gets up. Socks are a little.
It looks like he's shaken up.
He's clutching at his right ankle. He's going to go down. Oh, no.
That's not good for him.
You do not need this right now. He seemed to try to walk it off, but now he seems like he's in a lot of pain. Golf cart coming out. Like I said, clutching at his right ankle. Paulsboro trainer. And
He's something off there.
Yeah. 28-15 unofficially. He took a couple steps clutching at his ankle and then went down. Had a collision with a Paulsboro player. The trainer's asking guilty questions. Coming in will be Ryan Wallace, the junior. Obviously, if this is a bad enough injury,
I'm not sure what if he's.
going to be
It's
able
like
to
he's up
walk.
on his. He's up on his own. So
Not, we'll see how good he'll be able to walk. Some applause from the fan base here, both sides. There's the junior, Ryan Wallace. He'll be making his first varsity appearance of 2022 as we hope the best for Hayden Wiltsey. Hope that he is able to, I mean, he's not being assisted by anybody. He's limping, but he's not being assisted. So maybe that will,
I'll probably say we'll probably see him in the games.
yeah, I'd say out of erring on the side of caution would be the best scenario in a 3-0 game right now. Current time unofficially is 28-15.
See him back in the game.
Hopefully he'll be good for Thursday versus Wednesday, I believe it is. Versus Lindenwald. This will be our next home game on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. As now Matt Hall will line it up. He'll go for a kick here.
Good kick. Good kick.
Nice pump by Tro.
Streeter over towards Cameron. He's fighting hard. Streeter off of his head. Holy cow, what a play by Malachi Streeter. Now brought back in, brought down to earth. LaFrance neutralizes it. Here comes Wallace, kicks it off to his left, out towards Justin Roman Venosa. Now Ben Cameron again, out towards Roman Venosa. Wallace coming in hard, coming in with a hard charge. Now it is number 13,
opening for
Gallagher,
Gallagher.
who's got an opening off to his right and whiffed by Clark, who's going to try to head one into the goal on a header there. But close but no cigar. Up in the air is McManus. Got past a couple of players there, Sean Clark's front line, and kicked
Now if
out.
you look over to the sideline right
Quitter
now, you
Parker.
can see the look by Tyler Wiltsey. He's checking on his brother right now, making sure he's okay. He's sitting right next to him. Hayden's turned around,
Yeah, there he is. Tyler's sitting right by his side,
making sure he's
making
okay.
sure that his older brother is okay.
It's a shame too on your senior season you want to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt on your senior season.
Like the current goalie coach, Michael Colleen, he had a similar injury. Not
No,
similar.
He
in
was
that
out for like 3 years though. He hadn't played, I don't think, since his freshman year.
now. He's better in a position that he enjoys, bettering kids. Here's Matt Hall, another sophomore who gets a line drive kick past Justin Roman Venosa. Ryan Wallace getting it past a 3-1 outmatch right there, although Hassan Kasich is there to the right side. He's going to try to make something work, and it will
go in. I'm not sure who it was.
That was Hassan Kasich.
I don't know if Clark tapped that, though.
I don't think he did.
Dude, these stupid lantern flies are all over the place.
Yeah, lantern flies are all over the place, but assuming that one counted, Hassan Kasich, his first varsity goal, congratulations. Of course, I zoom in on Clark. Yeah, there he is, Kasich. Oh, 30-44. Oh, okay. Amir Harris needed to wait a couple extra seconds, and now Tony Giordano coming in like a bat out of hell trying to get something off as Hassan Kasich getting
great
it
job
past
keeping in by Pat.
Gallagher has it knocked down, and Matt Hall will have to go out to retrieve that one.
Corner kick number 11 of the day.
Yeah, a lot of corner kicks today. A lot of them. You don't see them this often, but I guess just the circumstances of where everything's being placed makes it necessary. This time it will be because of Wiltie's injury, Trent Bannell, who will get the corner kick, and that one goes over everybody's head out to Pat Gallagher, who collides with Berry. Now everybody's flailing all over the place.
It's going to be a 6 kick.
Now, what do you mean exactly by 6 kick? Do you mean
6 yards?
6 yards.
It's called 6 kick because it's 6 yards from the goalpost.
Because half the time I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
It's called 6 kick.
Matt Hall moving the ball around a little bit.
Hi, Miss Bo. How's it going? Good.
Liner again, a little bit of a lower kick. Sean Clark in the air, right to McManus.
Oh, great punt.
Way up there.
A lot different than any of his other punts, that's for sure. All of his other punts were line drives.
Yeah, that one was definitely a floater, and it got all the way out to midfield. Down goes Leary. Got to Hassan Kasich. Oh, wow. You're watching coverage of Audubon Green Wave Soccer on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. If you're interested in a sponsorship, Dan Wilkins Broadcasting is the best place, or at least one of the best places, for your small business brand to get on a large and growing online stage. We got over 10,000 views for baseball last year, and with 2, maybe 3 sports in the fall and winter, who knows? Who knows how far we could get, and you don't want to miss out on the opportunity. It's just $50 for a sponsorship. You can also pay a little bit more to get both sports, soccer, and field hockey covered in your deal. You can also maybe donate a little more to get yourself a special segment on the broadcast. We're always looking for new sponsors and new businesses and partners to have our good relationship with and have kind of a win-win situation. I get to do what I love, and you get to promote your small business or brand. Send me an email at thedanwilkinsshow@gmail.com for more information, or drop me a line at 856-912-1302 for more information on how you can get yourself a sponsorship with Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. We're doing this all in the fall. Not a whole lot of stuff in the winter, but of course in the spring we'll be asking for sponsorships again with a different package plan because of the traffic that we get for baseball all spring. Here's Ryan Wallace making a little bit of contact with DeJuan Berry, as now number 3 for Paulsboro brings it back out. And whoa, down goes Zach Fayer. He got trucked like a defenseless receiver in the NFL, but now Ryan Wallace trying to put himself in the forefront, but Tony Giordano is there. Trent Bannell trying to pass it back to the senior Giordano, who gets it out to Kasich. Kasich off of, Anderson Abreu. Now on the far side of the pitch, it is going to be out of play after a fierce battle by Heron and another Paulsboro defender. By the way, taking a look at the Weather Channel radar, it was looking like it was going to be a gloomy day today. Looks like we were going to have some rain and thunder, and we would have to set up in our tent. But luckily, rain is going to hold off until about 7 p.m., so we should be good to pack up and get out of here by the time the 80 minutes are up, if not more. Whoa, and Hassan Kasich goes acrobatic on that one. Back out to Leary. Leary and Abreu. Giordano now in possession, but Paulsboro still trying to hold their own with Wahiba. Number 3. Oh, and LaFrance got hit hard there, and now the whistle is blown. Yeah, LaFrance got hit by a Paulsboro player. Not exactly sure who, because my camera panned away, but he will get it.
Who the Paulsboro player was?
I did not see it.
I know who it is. It's that lady's son.
Liner? Whistle was blown, though, before LaFrance was able to get it off. Paulsboro's head coach, Douglas Foglane, giving some audible directions, as here is LaFrance, who stutters, stops, and goes again. Probably waiting for a proper signal, but now Hassan Kasich going back out for it, and Bennell knocks it in.
Is it 4-0?
5.
Are you sure?
Yes, 2 from Wiltsey. 2 from Wiltsey.
Yeah,
1 from Kasich.
RJ, 1
1 from
Kasich.
Homa, and now 1 from Trent Bennell. So we stand with just under 37 minutes, unofficially, as Amir Harris steps on top of the big ball.
Even with it being 5-0, you gotta still think how Hayden might be feeling over there right now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what he's going through.
Especially if this is as bad of an injury as some may think it is.
Almost half, so we're 3 minutes behind.
All right, well, I've seen worse. I was like 8 minutes behind once. But regardless, 5-0. Audubon strikes early. We'll see if they put in more reserves and maybe some JV players in the second half.
I would think so.
Here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, we're going to mute our mics for about 10 minutes, take some quick drinks, eat some snacks, and from the Paulsboro Red Raiders High School athletic facilities, this is Dan Wilkins Broadcasting coverage of Green Wave Soccer. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
And I'm gonna give a little promo real quick.
All right. Well, the mics are unmuted. You have the floor.
So, guys, little real quick thing. Dan, can you point your thing at my screen?
Can
you do that for me?
Let me see it first. Oh, it's Devin Booker.
Yes, we're gonna promote this real quick.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
We are a professional forum.
Dan won't do it, but make sure you guys grab your copy of 2K23. Devin Booker is featured on the front. It's a great game. It's a great game. That's why Dan says it's a crap game, but he's the one that bought last year's edition. So, also make sure you stop out there and buy MLB The Show. That's awesome.
Let's focus on the important detail, shall we? Audubon leads 5-0 after 40 minutes.
It looks like Zach Fair is going to be moving up to a midfield position.
Yeah, there's
looks
a
like
lot of
Pat Gallagher and Sean Clark are going to be the two starting strikers.
Yeah, a lot of new faces. Casey Cameron, Sean Clark, Pat Gallagher on the front line.
Looks to me like the only starting lineup people in here are the back line.
Yeah, there's
the back line is the only starters. The defense is only starting. And we're off for second half.
We are off. Oh wow! Off the
face shot right there.
Up to Juan Berry.
What was that?
That was a
in the air. Gallagher coming down with it. Leary through the 5-hole of Fair, and that one is out towards the sideline. The right side. Here's Ben. Fair drops it for Ben. Now going to run up and throw it in. A nice throw off the head of Paul, who kind of fronts it there. Now Leary. Kasich had to get it out of there. Paulsboro fighting back hard, though. Here is Wahida. Running the line. The ball will stop quickly. LaFrance to Wahida. LaFrance throws it in up over our booth, back out to Gallagher. And Fair. Kasich is there, and that one on the line. Leary running hard. And that's why we have the field mic for moments like that where you need that kind of audio. In the air. And Tro fields it.
Not that one.
If you're a Dan Wilkins Broadcasting baseball fan, I'm proud to announce that starting in 2023, we'll be using analytical and ballpark data for the baseball live streams. If you know any of the Twitter accounts that show how many ballparks a home run would have been out in, we'll be doing something very similar for South Jersey ballparks, using analytical data with the height of the fences, the distances of the fences, and also different things like weather conditions and wind as well. So I'm very proud to be working on that, not as we speak, but obviously in times where we're not doing anything at DWB. As Leary keeps this one in on a hard charge, rolls it right past Cameron, off the right shin of Wahida, and now Berry has to defend against Ryan Wallace. But here is Sean Clark running again, off the right shoulder of Paul. Berry.
If you think that the defender's fast, like Kevin Leary right there, he's very fast.
Yeah, a lot of Paulsboro is a fast team, but
there we go.
Obviously, the score does not show that kind of skill. Wahid is able to neutralize it and slow it down, although Paulsboro is a little outmatched on defense right now, at least individually. Knocked down by Kasich, gives it a little bit of a bounce. Bouncy bounce. Number 3.
What are you doing?
Kasich trying to interject. Now out to Anderson Abreu's on the far side.
It's going to be Casey Cameron that gets that.
And Casey Cameron. Eller gets it out to Heron. Oh!
Nice play.
Gallagher somehow stays on his feet despite a hard hit. Tro, and you have another hard collision.
What are you doing?
They're trying to keep him
Great
up on his
save by
feet,
Tro.
and Tro does a spectacular job. Although we are going to stop the clock because there is an injury to a
I had to look to see, make sure it wasn't Cameron this time.
to a Paulsboro player.
No, he knows.
You gotta zoom in on who that might be.
I don't have his jersey number.
Yeah, the big one.
Can't see it.
Was that Leary?
That is Leary. There was like a 3 or 4-way collision at the
Looks like
goal.
he's getting up though.
He'll get up. I think he just needed a minute to
Golf
stay on.
cart man will turn right back around.
Yeah, he almost got out to get him. You know, I think you know that Paulsboro hasn't played at this field a lot because did you see the there were like mushroom spores that were growing up in play? I think that those have been all knocked down.
Everyone's fighting for the ball.
LaFrance all by himself, having to get past number 14, which would be Juan Vasquez. Knocked down by Abreu, back out to Kasich. The Turkish American.
Audubon should be pushing up right now.
This one's right near the center line. Gallagher going hard. He gets a bit into it with Quitter Parker. Although all smiles from Malachi Streeter, all smiles. Guess I must be missing some sort of joke.
Oh.
I don't know, a lot of laughter. They do say laughter is the best medicine. On the ground, says the referee to the sophomore Matt Hill.
Far center.
Tro running off to his left. He's got it.
Great punt by Tro.
Gets it back down to earth with a thud. Kasich off of his head.
Pace is going to charge.
Anderson Abreu trying to battle with Casey Cameron. Now the ball bounces a couple times. Ryan Wallace trying to get there. That one is kicked off to the right side. The rookie Fair will try to get this one. He's got an open shot, but it's blocked. Malachi Streeter is there again. Fair will have to interject.
Oh, great job getting it out.
And the threat is thwarted by Lopez. A lot of cheers from the Paulsboro side as they are very close to possibly making something happen. Tro moved up, although no shot was made. One was attempted. Now back towards the middle, Lopez and Gallagher convening with number 27, Abreu. Now down goes Leary again. He gets back up in a split second. Now running off to the right side is Fair and Leary. Again, another one that's been just at the forefront today, front and center. Wallace cuts it off the left shin of Hall.
Watch offsides. You got to watch offsides there for Sean Clark.
You said that Clark might have been offside?
Said you got to watch for him to go or might go off. He might have went off.
Why, he'd over the goalpost, just to the left.
Looks like Jason Stockman's going to come in for George Heller.
Yeah, looks like Heller's coming out. Stockland is in a substitution for the Audubon Green Wave.
Bishop. Yeah.
I was just affirming what you had said. Some of the junior varsity players
yeah, I
are,
was just about to point that out.
yeah, they're getting a little loose. They might be getting ready to maybe make some extra substitutions as Blaze LaFrance, the Blazer. I asked him if I could call him the Blazer for the season, and he seemed completely fine with it. Because the plan was going to be if he had scored a goal, then I would call him, the blazer. But that was also me having the assumption that I would have more enthusiastic goal calls, but I found that to not be the case. But here's Ryan Wallace off to the right. That is, I mean, hey, if Wallace gets that one in, the entire team's going to be wrapping around him because he is a team player. Wallace, good friend of mine.
He pretty much ran the JV team last year.
Yeah. Here's Malachi again, crouched intently, hands over his head, and a kick that takes up about a pound of dirt, and oh man, a collision. Fair whistle is blown, and I think Streeter got a chunk of that
good
hit.
Sportsmanship right there by Sean.
Yeah, Sean helps him get up. But yeah, Streeter had that kick and then had something coming right back to him.
I'm not sure why that would be a Paulsboro kick.
So here's number 6, Quitter Parker, standing right next to his goalkeeper, McManus, although that's a perspective shot. He appears to be further in front of him.
Looks like the referee might have been thanking Sean Clark for the good sportsmanship that he gave right there, making sure.
And that is very good sportsmanship by Sean. Sean can maybe be a little bit audacious with his showboating sometimes, but when everything is fine, he can be a very nice ball player.
He really is. He's a really nice guy. Intense, yes.
Yes.
But kind and...
I mean, you probably heard the story about Collingswood, the scrimmage that happened in the rain.
Yeah.
He knocked over the flagpole.
He did one of the professional moves for a celebration.
Yeah. So that goes back out to McManus.
Is that another free kick for Audubon?
Looks like it, possibly.
I guess they did that same thing.
Because even though Streeter has been up for a while, it seems like he has been taken out for now. He's sitting on the sidelines, I think.
He did get hit in the face.
Yeah, probably just being precautionary.
Zach Clare's going to charge on hard for that.
13.
Is that going to be
who kicks it out towards the corner? That is Gazzola. We'll see what they call it here, whether it'll be...
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a regular throw.
Yeah, it'll be a regular throw-in. There is Gazzola.
Yeah, it's going to be
emerges. There he is. All smiles, Lucas Gazzola. Coming in from the corner, here is Zach Thayer, the freshman, class of 2026. I almost said 2066. That would be a long time away.
Center.
Larry, with a little bit of a deception and deflection, if you will.
Get it, Bubba.
Left.
Bubba going out there. Wallace out towards our area, and Gazzola will trap it. Thayer gets into him a little bit. That one will go out.
Good job, Zach.
That's perfect. This will be thrown in by Parker off the left foot of Thayer.
Center.
Playing hard. Zach is playing really hard right now. Communication is key.
Communication is key in anything. Off the head of Gallagher, who knocks it down at a downward angle. I guess that makes sense, but you know what I'm saying? Up in the air by LaFrance, gets it some air. And it's back up. Clark and Abreu one-on-one while the rest watch and set up their position for whatever is next, and that one is out. Unofficially, 51-59, just about to hit the 52-minute mark.
I kind of expected that one.
And now they're going to bring in some
Not sure
JV
who
folks.
that is.
That is Sean Rizzi, the freshman.
Already making moves.
Ah. And there's another one.
Already made some moves. He got
Pat Gallagher.
He just gave Pat Gallagher an assist.
Big hugs.
First couple seconds being in, he already made an assist.
Yeah. So 2 first-time goals today, Pat Gallagher and Hassan
You know what,
Kasich.
Dan?
Yeah.
Honestly, as long as he keeps doing well, Zach
Zach
be a
Fair?
great interview.
Yeah, I would say so.
Be a great interview because we already interviewed Ben. And we've
Yeah.
interviewed Tyler.
Look at Sean Rizzi out there, putting his heart and soul into the game. That one is over the head of everybody, out in no man's land. Leary is the only man that's even close. Well, I mean, what about the 2 guys that scored their first goal? We can interview Zach at any time, but
I know, but I'm even
Hassan
one
and-
goal doesn't mean anything played out. Honestly, it doesn't. I mean, this is a game where that was meant to happen. But Zach's been fighting out there for every ball.
that's true.
I'm looking more at the whole game, not just one moment.
That's true. And also, you don't want to hold everybody up because they got to get on a bus back to Audubon. So
Probably easier to interview a freshman than
Yeah.
another person.
another person who might not have much to say. Remember the Ben Cameron interview? That was
a lot. He had a lot to say in that interview.
I don't. He didn't have a lot to
Yeah,
say.
he had a lot to say. Like 2 words.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. I think he got a little camera shy, but hey, if he scores more goals, he'll get more interviews, and then he'll get more adjusted to the camera.
I mean, as a defender, you're not going to see him score a lot, that's for sure.
I mean, I see sometimes like guys like John Lewis and Kevin McGurk, Kevin Minnick, all those guys. You know, they do interviews in a different way. Like they for their media.
It's called up here.
Oh,
Ooh,
Fair
Ooh,
gets a shot to the rib.
I'm not sure why that wasn't called, but
That one is out.
not sure why that one was not called.
But yeah, like a lot of times when there's different media interviews. Oh wow! Look at the acrobatic jump from Berry. He is back out to meet with Wallace in a heartbeat. Now the ball is out again, just on the line. It stays in. The grass stopped the ball faster than I had thought it would. Now the ball's back up in the air, out towards Leary. Cameron is there to defend. Zach Fayer, like we said, on every single ball all day.
That's
He
what
has
I'm saying.
been there.
He's fighting for everything.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Good cross. Why are you in the center?
France getting up close and personal.
Great job. Great job.
Gazzola just said, "I am turning up right now," so that'll be our quote of the game. We don't have a sponsor for that one yet.
Should we do that, Dan? You have
Quote of the game?
I know. I think we should do each sponsor gets their own quote.
Yes.
Like we assign a quote to each sponsor.
Well, some of the quotes that I hear otherwise I cannot repeat on a live broadcast, but
Yes.
many of them I cannot. But
Like I feel like if you hear "Let's Go," we should do what's the roofing company?
DJK Roofing.
I think we should do that for "Let's Go." Like every time we hear, we gotta give a little promo right there at that moment.
Lucas is absolutely just moving every muscle in his body to get to the ball right now. Gallagher is there, and look out, grandstands, first row.
Imagine us in the middle. That'll be like.
Unofficially about 56:15. Like we said, because I cannot hit the button right away, the clock is unofficial
Nice
on my
cross.
part on the broadcast.
If I would have hit you in your head, I would have laughed too.
Gallagher's got some open space. Out to the side, blocked by Berry, again showing off some amazing flexibility, and that one
Tried to
is
get one
off
off.
towards the
He
chain
tried
link
to get
fence on the far side of the pitch.
Who's coming in now? Who's that coming in?
That
For Ben.
is...
Coming in for Ben.
Well, Streeter is back in along with Harry Buckley.
I'm not sure who that Audubon player is, Dan. Do you know who that is?
That appears to be a freshman. I've seen the face before, but I don't
Do we
know
have the number
name.
on here?
Number 12,
We should probably get the JV's roster too.
in case of games like this.
Yes. Might be a smart thing to do.
Might be. I can write
Now
that
the
down.
night games, are you going to do the JV and varsity?
The JV's beforehand, right?
Yeah, it's before, but it's on the same field.
There's no reason to believe I couldn't.
It'd be fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just might,
Bring a couple more waters though.
yeah, bring a couple
Come
more
on, Harry.
5-hour energy pills.
Yeah, seriously.
Or is it a pill or is
It's
it
a
like
drink. It's like a little shot. It's like a shot drink.
Okay. Because I don't take like those.
I don't take them either.
I don't drink coffee either. No coffee or energy drinks. If I want to get energized in the morning, I do like some jumping jacks or like some exercises in the morning to get my blood pumping.
I don't do that. Well, during school, like, I didn't drink coffee or anything.
Yeah, like I don't believe in coffee, to be honest with you.
I don't believe in it. It's pretty real.
I mean, yeah, it's real.
It's pretty real.
I'm saying I don't believe that it works for me, kind of thing.
Oh, well, certain people it doesn't.
Yeah. Like, to me, it tastes like somebody got a hot chocolate out of a dumpster, you know?
Not really. Not to me, at least.
I like coffee-flavored things.
That's weird.
Like coffee-flavored ice cream. You ever had that?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Get that, Harry.
Oh,
Off the head of the unknown freshman,
Oscar.
Buckley trying to keep it on the line and does not do so.
See, nobody even came out there.
Whistle's blown. Couple more coming in. Colin Filippi is one of them.
Harry.
looks like they're going to take Thayer, maybe?
Yeah, there is Colin Filippi, the freshman. He's coming in.
Is that who the guy with the yellow cleats is?
Yes.
And who's the other guy?
So Filippi is in, not
Cameron.
sure.
Okay, they sent Ben Cameron back.
Yeah, so Cameron is back in now, number 12 for Audubon on a short throw up in the air and out towards our booth again. Back out to number 12. He's going to throw it in. Gets it over the head of Hall, kind of grazed the back of his head.
Very serious face there for Filippi.
Yeah.
Notice that.
Sometimes you got to play the game seriously, you know, even in this scenario.
Not in high school for me.
I guess so.
It's kind of like a fun thing. Like,
I mean,
Blaze.
I've seen some
Blaze, for
Paulsboro
example, he's
players,
out
they
there
got-
smiling and laughing.
Yeah, a lot of players, they're having
So
a
is
fun
Terry.
time. You got to remember that a lot of these guys across schools, a lot of them are friends with each other. They hang out all the time. Maybe not Paulsboro and Audubon because they're 20 minutes apart from each other, but, you know, some of the local schools, you know, maybe there's a rivalry, but...
I know places like Collingswood and stuff, a lot of, like last year's Players Connor knew a lot of people from Triton, Collingswood.
See, I
places
know a
near
lot of
him.
people on the teams because they recognize me from when I do this.
Fans like a celebrity, they recognize him, but he doesn't
Well,
recognize them.
I'm not a celebrity person.
A couple of years, Dan will be, he'll be broadcasting for the Reds.
Well, we don't even know if I'm going there yet.
Get that, Harry.
Off of Barry. No, come on.
I think it's Harry.
Whistle's blown. No, number 18 is DeJuan Barry, and number 16 is Terry Buckley. This will be thrown in by Matt Hall, the 2025, as Amir Harris is coming in, and coming out will be Leary. Thrown in. A little bit of oomph to it.
Filippi's going in there for
Yeah,
it.
Filippi's going in there.
Cleared out by Blaze.
There aren't that many games in a year where you're going to have the JV guys battling with still 20 minutes to play. So when you get your opportunity, you're going to play like it's a scoreless game.
Yeah. What's his name? Colin Filippi?
Colin Filippi is in
Where
JV
is
number
Colin?
2.
Where's Colin?
Freshman.
No, not him.
Hey,
Where's
guys.
Colin Morrell? Where's he at?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in the last couple of days. Maybe under the weather.
Sure.
Unless you see him on the sideline.
Maybe he quit. I'm not sure. I haven't talked.
Oh,
I haven't really mentioned him to anybody.
I don't know. Let's take a quick gander on the sideline.
Yeah, take a quick look. I'll let you know if I see him. Go a little slower. Oh, wait. Go back to number 9. Zoom in. That's not him. Who's that on the ground?
That's Heller.
Keep going.
No, I don't see Colin, no.
No, Colin is not there.
I'm like,
Aha.
I'm not sure who that is either.
That's number 21. I kind of did this versus the Gloucester game. That
Did
was,
we even
that,
chat?
That was a similar result.
Did we even check to see if he's in the game?
What, Morel?
Yeah.
No, Morel's not in the game.
He'd be a defender. So.
Manus buckled it a little bit, but he's fine.
Back up by the line, bud.
Yeah, a lot of these freshmen I don't know because I never played against them, played with them. Like most of the class of 25, I know because I was on their little league teams and stuff like that. But 2 years down, I don't know as much.
There's nobody there.
Yeah, well, no, it's good. He hasn't had it. The ball close to him. Yeah, like,
I just got word. Colin quit.
Really?
Yes.
That's a shame. Guess he wasn't getting enough playing time or something.
What time is the game over?
Can you ask him why?
I asked this, so I'll get a reason right in a minute.
say about 15.
About 15 minutes.
Right now, unofficially, our clock is at 63:26. Again, that can vary by a lot, apparently, because I've been off on some stuff today. But there's number 24 off to the left. McManus trying to slide, and he hangs on. I've noticed that the ball stops a lot faster, mostly because this is on grass.
He said he didn't really give me a reason. He said just because I wanted to.
Fair enough. He's probably got some other obligations.
Maybe.
Doesn't he play
I know he
basketball
plays
yet?
hockey. I know he plays hockey, so he might be focusing on hockey.
Like ice hockey?
Yes.
I guess that is the right time. Although it's so hot right now, feels like all the ice on the world would melt. Here's LaFrance, still in the game, trying to get it past Buckley. Colin
He
Phillippe.
said he had quit a while ago.
Oh. I thought I saw him on Thursday.
No, I think the last time I saw him was the second scrimmage we did.
Versus Riverside on August 31st, which will be about 2 weeks ago. Over the head of Abreu. Now going back out for it is McManus, who punts it to the right side. And
No, I
out.
did get a reason, but I'm not going to say it on the live stream.
Fair enough.
For personal reasons.
You can charade it to me.
I will show you after I'm done getting another answer. Number 2, Colin Phillippe scored.
Colin Phillippe! Way to show off why you should have a varsity spot, young man. The 2026 freshman puts another one on the board.
I could see why. I could see it. There you go. 7-0.
Yeah, I mean,
It's kind of like
that was Colin, right?
Yes.
Way to go. Way to go, Phillippe. We now have 3 players with first-time goals today. Hassan Kasich, RJ Homa, and Colin Phillippe. Freshman on the JV. I mean, hey, that's awesome.
Great job by him.
And the front line is this is half JV at this point, and they're still scoring goals. Oh,
Anthony Witts takes one to the head.
Yeah, that is Anthony Witts,
Another sophomore. Also a great leader.
Yeah, I used to play with Anthony on Little League. Nice guy.
Come on, Nyrel,
I
surprise.
don't know if Patrick or Amanda are watching this, but hopefully they see I said good things about their son. I mean, hey, they got 5 kids, and you know, it's a funny story I heard. The Wits and the Herons. They told me that they go to Disney all the time, and both the Herons and the Wits have 5 kids each, then 4 adults. So you go up to like one of the restaurants, like Chef Mickey's or something, and you tell the waiter or waitress, "Yeah, we'll have a party of 14."
There you go.
Yeah, just a casual party of 14. But yeah, 5 kids each side, 4 adults. That does make 14. Yeah. There's Andrea Morrison on the far side of the field as Matt Hall kicks this one in.
It's Morrison. I think at this point, pretty much, I don't think there's any starters left in the game.
No, I mean,
At this point, the only 2 people I see from varsity are the 2
I don't even
freshmen.
think Blaze is left.
No, only 2 people I see left are Ben Cameron and Zach Ferry.
Yeah,
Which would make sense to
and
me.
and Cameron started versus Woodbury, but didn't start today. Instead, Tony Giordano started in his place.
Tony had a missed practice. That's why he wasn't allowed to start.
Yeah, although he did come in not much longer after.
It was like 5 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
You'll see a lot of playing time, though, between the two, I think.
I hope so, because Tony's a leader and Ben's a follower.
Oh, Matt, it's okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Would have been a nice thing right there.
Unofficially 67-43. And now, kid that tripped my power strip versus one of the scrimmages, number 25, is coming in. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get the JV names down, because I know about 3 kids right now. So I'm going to have to, like, call them out by number.
Especially if you want to
Call the JV game versus Camden Catholic.
That's
Is it Camden Catholic? Yeah.
That's the first night game, and then Gateway's the second one.
Which is nice that we have 2.
I don't even know if they have enough people to like
You got this.
play a full game.
It's alright.
Gets passed.
I know what they'll do though.
Back to Buckley.
What they'll do is, let's see, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Off
8,
to the
9,
right
10.
side.
So they do have a full lineup for JV. What
Looks
they'll
like
do
it,
is
yeah.
they'll call down 2 or 3 varsity freshmen probably and have
Right. Like maybe Fair or, what's his face? I don't remember his name. I don't know. Getting in the last 10 minutes. The next broadcast of Audubon Green Wave Soccer will be on Wednesday.
against Lindenwold at home.
Lindenwold. I'll be wearing my Pearl Jam shirt that day.
Thankfully, we'll be at home that day.
Why is that?
Lindenwold's field isn't too good.
Well, I wouldn't say that if we have to play in Lindenwold at some point.
Well, no,
Oh, wow. Tro
it's
is
a nice.
way out
It's
there.
not like it's a bad place. It's just like the field itself is very bumpy. Me personally, I know that from playing there last year.
It's okay.
I don't know. Check your schedule that I sent you. I don't know if you.
Oh, okay.
I
Look
don't
at
think
Colin
they're-
Filippi taking away possession from Matt Hall. He retaliates, gets back at him. This is a one-on-one individual battle. Anthony Witts coming in against Hall, and now it is Parker back up in the air to Streeter, bounces it off of his left shoulder, and now we have ourselves another great battle as Parker sends it out to number 21.
Not sure who that is. And he scores!
Make it another one.
Goalie looks a little frustrated.
He definitely looks frustrated. We need to get whoever that is, not on an interview, but at least get his name. Just crossing past 10 minutes left in regulation unofficially. I may be a little off, but my clock says 70-12.
8-0. What a game.
Yeah, 8-0. Paulsboro 3 times last year, lost by an increment of 8 or more.
Really?
Yes.
And they had probably seniors that they lost last
And
year.
keep in mind, they also had 3 games where they won by 6 or more out of their 4 wins. They're going to call it now. They are going to call it now.
It's about 10 minutes early.
Little 10 minutes early there. They did that versus Gloucester Catholic, too, when the game was out of reach. So 8-0 the final here from Paulsboro in the Red Raiders facility.
So we're gonna do an interview, right?
Should it be Zach Fair?
I think we should. I think Zach is a great option. Honestly,
I think so.
I think we should bring him over.
I think we should.
So after they're all done their talk, we'll go grab him.
Yeah, we'll go grab him. Zach Fair. Although there were a lot of players that scored today. Tyler Wiltsey
Where?
twice. Hassan Kasich, RJ Homa. At least 4 or
Filippi.
5 players had their first goal. 2 players
Jesus.
scored on
Who else?
JV.
Pat.
Even when Audubon played Gloucester and their entire JV team was in,
We
nobody
didn't- We
scored.
didn't score against Gloucester at all. We scored I think the score was maybe 5-0. Gloucester.
6. The Gloucester game was 6-0, and it was like 5-0 at half.
Exactly.
So let's look for Zach Fair.
Oh, I see.
See, the good thing is
You
that
gotta look for the cleats with the weird bottoms.
the good thing is that when you get an interview, you don't have to do your normal stuff. If you usually put something away, now somebody else has to do that because you're on camera now.
He's also a freshman, so he has to clean everything up.
You
want to go grab him?
We'll give him a break, shall we? Yeah, let's go grab Zach Fair. He is your player of the game, brought to you by Amato Brothers.
Finally.
And we'll be right back after this. All right.
Is mine off?
No, both of ours are on at the same time.
Okay.
They're either on or they're off.
You got it.
All right. Just get in frame here. All right. All right, our player of the game brought to you by Amato Brothers. Zach Fayer today, even though 8 goals were scored and you weren't directly a part of any of them, we were making comments about how you were all over the ball today. Defensively, offensively, getting great kicks. For a freshman who was making his first varsity appearance, how does that feel to have such a start power out there?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get the ball to my teammates, make a play happen. We're just trying to keep going with our way.
I had no idea that it was going to be 8-0 today. I really thought that a lot of the JV guys that had scored, Colin Filippi, the other guy, I think it was number 21, he got himself a goal as well. A lot of first-timers getting their opportunity today. Do you think that your performance today might get you an opportunity to maybe play some more games down the road?
I hope, but we're just going to see what we have a tough match against Lindenwold coming up, so see how that goes.
We'll certainly see how that goes indeed, but looking at your individual performance today, did you feel something different in the way that you played? Because there was something about the way that you were defending yourself out there during the match that just was unleveled. There was one guy that was a standout on defense today, and that was you. How did you feel that you did on defense, just personally?
I was just trying to keep being the big guy up top and He's probably the best player. Locked down.
Yeah, and this is a young team. 9 seniors graduated in the class of 22, and you guys are coming in a class of 6 that will have to lead this for you down. So, looking at it from a long-term standpoint, how do you see your guys, your class of 26 developing on out, at least in the season?
Very young team. We're still developing, and just gonna
This 8-0 win certainly is a promising start. Zach
Okay.
Fayer, your player of the game, presented by Amato Brothers. Matt, you got something to say?
I got a real quick comment, real quick. I
Yeah.
think that you did really good today containing number 2 out there.
Michael Leary.
He was definitely bigger than you in size, and you didn't let your size show how you would play. You made sure you gave him little pushes when needed, but not too much to get a call. Me playing soccer for many years, I know that I played defense for a while. I know that you did really good out there. It's a great job. I think that coach will see that, and I think you're definitely going to get more playing time throughout the season. I think you're a great factor to the team, too, from what I've seen today.
Before we wrap up, do you have any updates on what's going on with Hayden? He came out early. Looks like an ankle injury.
I'm not sure. I haven't really talked to him, but
Yeah, I hope he's all right as well. Definitely, if it's a long-term injury, you might have to get some more playing time in there, but hopefully he comes back as soon as possible. Zach Fayer, your player of the game, presented by Amato Brothers. We're going to wrap up this broadcast. You got a bus to catch. Congratulations, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
thank
We'll
you.
be back on Thursday for the next broadcast of Dan Wilkins Broadcasting Soccer for the Audubon Green Wave against the Lindenwold Lions as Fayer runs off into the hills, into the sunset to catch his bus. We have ourselves... Oh, you're just going to
There
call
he
him out
goes.
like that?
There he
Hand the
goes.
camera back to me. All right, thank you. So, next broadcast is Wednesday, versus Lindenwold. Thursday is the first field hockey game that we'll be covering. Same graphics package, except you won't be there. I'll be flying solo.
No, I won't.
Yes, I'll
I
be
can
flying.
be there, but
We both
Depends.
wouldn't know much.
yeah,
So-
I don't know much about field hockey, so
Well, it'll be a...
who are they playing?
honestly forget, but might be... I'll have
Who
to look,
knows?
I'll have to look at the schedule.
We'll find
But
out.
regardless, players got a bus to catch. We got a car to catch. We'll be back on Wednesday versus the Lindenwold Lions. From everybody here at Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, KP1 Designs, Matthew Wagner, Dan Wilkins, everybody in our entire crew, including these wonderful blades of grass. He pieces out to the camera. We'll peace out to the live stream. We'll see you Wednesday.